Engineers should really think about what their users want. Let's say I shipped a feature and Prem, you didn't like it.
Yeah.
You're not using it. Then what is the outcome of writing it? They should really think about the outcomes, not the number of lines they are shipping. Today's AI harness can get your intent out of natural language and they can do the work. They can get the things done. But prompt engineering became into something bigger, which is context engineering. How you give the AI the context to take a better decision out of it.
Coding at night or prompting in the morning?
Prompting in the morning.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of AI Thoughtmakers. Today, we'll be discussing about one of the best topics which you must have waiting for. So we'll discuss about human engineering in an AI native future. Let's say AI is doing everything these days. Tomorrow you wake up and you will see that AI is writing codes. They are in fact creating architecture, fixing bugs, and even deploying the application. So how they're doing that and how the humans are indispensable these days. To discuss in details, we have Jaspreet. He is a tech lead at GeekyAnts. We just want to know, Jaspreet, what exactly you do.
Hey Prem, thank you for the introduction. So basically I work at GeekyAnts as a tech lead and I'm recently working as a team of one in my project and I'm shipping and owning everything end to end. So, yeah.
Awesome to hear that. So just to start with, as we're talking about the human engineering, why these days the engineers are very much worried about AI?
I would like to say there are two sets of engineers today. Ones which are really worried, and there are AI native engineers, which I would say they are really happy about it because they are able to ship things which were there sitting in their minds, right? They are able to ship things faster, and they are really happy to see the outcomes of shipping things. Yeah.
Awesome. That is really a great perspective. What headlines are really, you can say, to be very precise, what headlines are misleading the people, misleading engineers?
So big companies are coming out and saying, we are not hiring engineers anymore. Google recently said that 25% of the code written in their organization is written by AI. But we should always remember there's a human sitting behind it who's helping AI to do something. Like it's human, which is getting the outcomes out of AI. Right? We shouldn't forget that. Those are kind of misleading. Someone can think, okay, AI is doing their job, but you are the one getting it done.
True, I totally agree in that. And also, if I see in some other perspective, 5 years from now, as the way all the HRs are hiring the engineers, what do you think, the rate will become quite, you can say, fewer, or it will increase? What is your thought in this after 5 years down the line?
After 5 years down the line, I can say it now. The hiring is pretty much different than it used to be, right? If you only know how to write few basic CRUDs and you don't have a system level of thinking, it will be really difficult for you, right? Because writing code, AI can do it, but thinking and growing someone's business, can you do it? Do you have that sort of mindset?
Yes, that's a powerful insight, definitely for all the audience to understand very deeply. But if I talk about the responsibilities, what is the primary responsibilities which the engineers should think about?
Engineers should really think about what their users want.
Okay.
Right. So let's say I shipped a feature and Prem, you didn't like it. You're not using it. Then what is the outcome of writing it or pushing it? Right. They should really think about the outcomes, not the number of lines they are shipping.
Agree totally. And let's say in the same context, if I say something about the delegation, because as you are talking about all those responsibilities, there are many things which we need to delegate, but there are few major things which we should not delegate to AI. Would you like to point something on this?
You cannot delegate customer calls. So let's say a
True.
customer comes to you and say, hey, this is too scary,
Yeah.
make it all right. How will AI understand?
Mhm.
So you can outsource your thinking, but you cannot outsource your understanding.
Okay, nice thought. And I'm very curious to know about some coding part as well. Does coding become just a 20% of the job now, or it will be happening a couple of months from now onwards?
Very interesting question. I would say coding has always been 20 to 30% of the job.
Really? Okay.
AI just made it visible.
Okay.
See, you write code, you ship a product, right? It should bear the, I would say, traffic. It shouldn't break. It shouldn't break the system. There's a business need. There's a problem. You have to solve it. Okay. You are just writing code. That's not solving someone's problem.
Mhm.
Today in this world, AI native engineers shouldn't think of writing number of lines of code, but solving the problems. Right? Here's the
Yeah.
problem. How you solve it.
I can say that this is a golden takeaway for all, for
Yeah.
sure, right? So I also want to check from you, Jaspreet, that in terms of university's perspective, there are few parameters where they are start working on. But according to you, should they stop focusing on the programming language?
No, they shouldn't stop focusing on programming languages.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't think that syntax is the mastery.
Yeah.
Students should always be grasping or getting this knowledge of basic fundamentals, data structures, right? How the system works, instead of deep diving into straight away into writing code with AI.
Yeah.
They should take a step back.
Yeah. Thank you for this honest answer. And as you know that the people, those who are in the fourth year especially, and those who are already gearing up to become engineers, I think they are very much keen to understand one thing, that there are 5 skills which is required in the industries to go now or to start. So would you like to recommend one very important skills which they should not miss?
I would say debugging.
Okay.
Because AI can write the code,
Mhm.
but can you debug it if something breaks at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, it's definitely very important answer.
Yeah.
And they should definitely think about it very deeply, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I compare between the communications or coding, still you will go for the communication?
Yeah, communication. Because if you have something in your mind and you cannot put it in words, what is the use of it? Right?
True. Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to something very interesting called prompt engineering, which we are keep on hearing since couple of months. So you think that prompt engineering will I think disappear within couple of months, I think?
I would say it already vanished.
Yeah. Okay.
But it got built into something bigger. So prompt engineering, see, today's AI harness can get your intent out of natural language, okay, and they can do the work, they can get the things done. But prompt engineering became into something bigger, which is context engineering. How you give the AI the context to take a better decision out of it. That's something I would say is more important now.
Yes, you have given a new way of thinking entirely for this.
Yeah.
Okay, great. If I talk about something, you can say building a team in AI native company. And of course, to build a team, we require managers.
Correct.
So according to you, how will the managers evolve?
So managers today, I would say, shouldn't look at the number of tickets closed by someone.
Okay.
Right? They should see the value out of it.
Yeah.
And today, the AI teams, the problem that they are facing, they are able to ship the code drastically, but there's a bottleneck there. You cannot review it. You require human in the loop to review the code. See, the review takes time and the shipping takes time. So there's a bottleneck that needs to be solved for the AI native teams.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, and also if I talk about the KPIs, it should also change.
Definitely, KPI should also change. You should not consider someone a team of one, solving many tickets or getting shipping things. But does the system stands? Do we have any downtimes? What are the incidents in production? You measure your outcomes based on these things instead of shipping more. What stands, right?
True. Great one. Yeah, and if I talk about something, let's say about the hiring part and also become cost effective. So if I talk about the numbers, let's say if I want to hire 5 AI native engineers, and if I compare with 15 traditional engineers, what would you prefer?
So if I talk about today,
Yeah.
I would definitely get 5 guys
Mhm.
who are good with getting things done
Yeah.
through AI, navigate the AI to
Yeah.
get things done. But tomorrow, if these companies, AI companies, raises their prices so much that 15 devs are cheaper for me for shipping the things, and 5 are really expensive because of the high AI cost, definitely I'll go with 15, because you always get the numbers
Hmm.
based on the business. You always think, what is the input or outcome I'm getting out of these spendings?
True. And also you must be knowing that initially the charges were very less, right? But
Yes,
gradually it has become very expensive.
I believe they'll keep on increasing.
Keep on increasing day by day, because initially we just thought it was free also for a couple of days, right? Then the way they have increased is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we talk about something about the future, because the audience are very much curious to know that what next, right? So according to you, how the engineers is looking like 10 years down the line?
10 years down the line, I would say it'll be AI native engineers,
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, to quote Andrej Kapati,
Mhm.
he talks about really good example of Iron Man suit. It's not the robot replacing the humans, it's a robot making humans superhumans.
Okay.
Right?
Quite interesting.
Yeah.
In the same context, I want to check from you, which role will disappear soon?
It's not about the role. I would say
Mhm.
it's set of people which are doing just the basic stuff, basic crud. They are just writing code, and those people will definitely need to upskill.
Interesting. So if I want to ask something controversial, that will AI eventually become the world's best software architect?
Definitely not. Today itself,
Mhm.
AI cannot have the understanding of the business.
Right.
I feel today
Mhm.
it cannot understand what the real users ask us, right? And yeah,
Agree that. True. Okay. So now we have a very important phase of the podcast, that is rapid fire, which I do almost in all the podcast. So are you ready for that?
yeah, let's go.
Awesome. One skill every engineer should master.
Debugging, because AI can write the code. It's you have to debug it.
One AI tool you use every day.
I use Cloud Code. Recently, I started using Cloud Design for designing stuff and then delegating these tasks to Cloud itself. Yeah.
Nice. Coding at night or prompting in the morning.
Prompting in the morning, fresh mind, clear thinking.
Okay. Remote or office.
Office, I would say you're talking all day to an AI. It's good to have some human interactions as well.
Biggest AI myth.
Biggest AI myth that it will replace the developers, and definitely it will not. It will change how they work.
One engineering habit worth keeping forever.
Asking questions.
Okay. Nice. Thank you so much, Jaspreet, for the very quick answers. And for all the audience, I want to check and want you to answer that, because there are many engineers and also even the senior engineers also. I have been getting most of the queries from them in the conferences or meetups. They are really very much anxious about the AI right now. So wherever I go, they always used to check from me that is the situation is good, and they are, it seems, very anxious. Would you like to give one message to all of them?
I would like to say don't panic
Mhm.
and don't skip the hard part. Get your fundamentals right. AI is just a multiplier. If you have the right skills, it will multiply how you work. So ship code and break the systems, but learn from it.
True. I totally agree that. It's a very powerful statement. I think the best takeaway from today's conversation is that AI can, of course, change the way we build,
Yes.
but humans are very much unique in terms of empathy, in terms of creative, in terms of, you can say, judgment, uh, in terms of evaluation also. These are the human intervention which is must for entire thing, what I feel.
Yep.
right?
Definitely. I
So, and also along with that, the company will definitely win when they follow and, of course, take necessary steps which can able to manage AI properly,
agree.
right? Then only those companies will be beneficial. So yeah, thank you so much, Jaspreet, for joining us.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
really one of the best conversation which I had from all the podcast.
Yep.
Thank you once again. And for all the audience, if you like, do subscribe us and share with your friends. We'll be back soon with the next exciting topic for you. Thank you so much. Till then, keep building, keep innovating. Thank you so much.